A terrific debut, like Disney meets Psycho. Something that takes elements that should not work together and by force of great storytelling makes them do so in the most twisted, fantastic way. That's how Stray Dogs was described at its inception. And here we are at issue number 3, where Tony Fleece and his team take that twisted, fantastic premise to new heights. In this issue, the story continues to unravel, and the tension builds as the dogs, still grappling with the horrifying truth about their master, uncover even more chilling secrets. The stakes are higher, the danger more immediate, and the emotional weight heavier than ever. Before we dive into the heart of this issue, if you're as captivated by this series as I am, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe for more in-depth comic book reviews. And don't forget to follow Comic Drops on X for ongoing discussions. Now let's get into issue number 3 of Stray Dogs. Tony Fleece picks up the narrative in Chapter 3, Lie Down, just as the tension from the previous issue lingers in the air. The dogs are outside, still haunted by their discoveries, and determined to uncover the full truth. Sophie continues her mission to convince Roxanne and the others that the Master is far from the kind-hearted figure they've known. The dialogue between Sophie and Rusty, where they argue over whether the Master truly killed her lady, captures the essence of their internal conflict: trust versus doubt, fear versus loyalty. As Roxanne's haunting flashback to her time with her owner unfolds, Tony Fleece delves deeper into the concept that these dogs have forgotten their past lives, a chilling reminder of how trauma can distort memory. The introduction of Earl, the older hound dog, adds another layer of complexity as well. His steadfast defense of the Master creates a sharp contrast to the growing dread among the other dogs, showcasing the divide between those who still cling to the belief that their master is good and those who are beginning to see the horrific truth. The scene under the porch is also a masterclass in suspense and storytelling. As the dogs uncover the graves hidden under the porch, Tony Fleece slows down time, using every beat to build an unbearable tension. The moment when the Master arrives, his flashlight beam cutting through the darkness, is nothing short of terrifying. The fact that the dogs hide in a freshly dug grave only to narrowly escape from the Master's notice is a gut-wrenching twist that leaves you on the edge of your seat. The emotional climax comes with Victor's flashback, where he finally remembers the horrifying event that led to his lady's death. This revelation not only solidifies the Master's monstrous nature, but also pushes Victor to take action, leading to the heartbreaking conclusion of this issue. The final moments where the Master leads Victor outside, and we witness the gut-wrenching flash of light behind the shed, are a powerful testament to Fleece's ability to invoke deep emotions through subtle storytelling. The loyalty and innocence of Victor, juxtaposed with the Master's brutality, create an unforgettable, heart-wrenching scene that leaves you desperate for justice. Trish Forstner and Brad Simpson continue to deliver an outstanding visual experience in Stray Dogs issue number 3, handling the dark and mature subject matter with a delicate balance of subtlety and intensity. Forstner's ability to convey the emotional depth of the dogs through their expressions and body language remains a highlight, making each character feel distinct and relatable. Sophie's growing concern, Roxanne's horror, Earl's stubbornness, and Victor's tragic loyalty are all beautifully captured, adding layers to the narrative that words alone could not achieve. The art in this issue also excels in its use of environmental storytelling. The discovery of the graves under the porch is a prime example, with the scene being meticulously constructed to draw out the suspense. The interplay of light and shadow, especially the way the headlights from the master's truck cast eerie patterns across the scene, creates a palpable sense of dread. Each panel is carefully composed to slow down the pacing, allowing the reader to feel the weight of the moment as the dogs come to grips with the horror of their situation. Moreover, the intensity of this issue is further amplified by Simpson's use of color, which plays a critical role in setting the tone for each scene. The flashbacks are both a reminder of better times and use colors that invoke comfort, but they're also drenched in reds and oranges, symbolizing the violent undercurrents that threaten to shatter those recollections. The color palette reaches its zenith during Victor's flashback, where the reds dominate the panels, foreshadowing the tragedy that's about to unfold. The sparing use of red in the final moments of Victor's life, just before the master leads him behind the shed, adds a layer of subtlety that makes the scene even more heart-wrenching. The reader is left to imagine the horrors that occur off-panel, a storytelling choice that leverages the power of suggestion to maximum effect. The intensity of this issue is unmatched, with the visuals pulling the reader into a roller coaster of emotions. From the quiet, eerie moments of discovery under the porch to the explosive climax of Victor's final moments, Forstner and Simpson have crafted a visual narrative that doesn't just complement Fleece's writing, it elevates it. The pacing, the composition, the color choices all work in harmony to create a reading experience that is both visually stunning and emotionally devastating. This is a comic that grabs you by the heart and doesn't let go. Stray Dogs issue number 3 is a masterful continuation of a series that expertly blends heartwarming visuals with a chilling, suspenseful narrative. Tony Fleece's writing, combined with the outstanding art by Trish Forstner and colors by Brad Simpson, creates a comic that is emotionally resonant and terrifying. This issue takes the story to a new, darker place, pushing the characters and the reader to the brink. The heartbreak, the suspense, and the horror are all heightened by this chapter, making it a must-read for fans of the series. If you haven't picked up Stray Dogs yet, you're missing out on one of the most unique and compelling stories in comics today. And there you have it. Stray Dogs issue number 3 continues to deliver on its promise of a twisted, emotional roller coaster of a story. I'm eager to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let's discuss. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more Comic Drops goodness, and follow me on X to keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one where we'll discuss Stray Dogs issue number 4.